Alright. Okay, where is it? Okay, there we go. Alright, give me a sec. I'm going to go and post that I'm live. I think most of you guys are already here, but... okay. Ugh, why is this so slow? Okay, give me a sec. Go and post that I'm live. I think most... Okay, there we go. I swear it's like my computer just crashed or something. It's so slow right now. I don't know why. I have no clue why. I do not know. But it is being really slow at the moment, and I don't like it. Okay, there we go. When the sword is Skyward, I mean, that kind of is the idea, yeah. Okay, there we go. Now I gotta move this, okay. Alright, there we go. Try to do Deathless for maximum profit. So yeah, now that Gerudo King is in the server, I think most everyone here is in the server, but yeah. Rizu proposed an idea, and that was that... It's a little bit loud. I might turn it down a little bit. Okay. Yeah, so he proposed an idea that I accepted, which is... if I can beat this Deathless, it's $50. For each death, it's... I believe it's minus $5, or is it minus 10? I don't remember. I think it's minus 5. But, so yeah, if I have less than 10 deaths, I make some money off this. And honestly, I'm pretty confident in my skills, so I think I could probably do it. Somebody want to turn your mic up? Okay. Alright, we'll do this. How does that sound? Alright, should we have a unique name? What should our name be? It's minus 5, okay. Alright. So yeah, I don't think I'll have 10 deaths. I don't think it's... I think at most I'll have like 2. Even though I'll probably near the end of the game. Actually, okay, so it's either the very beginning of the game or the really end of the game. I think is where the deaths are going to be, if there are any. There's an echo. This is why I hate adjusting the mic volume, because there's never a good balance. It's always one or the other. Okay, is this better? Is this better? Into... I'm not sure. So I set the volume down a little bit, so I'm not sure if that's slightly... okay, let's go try to move it then. Okay, okay, is this better? Although it's probably about the same. You know what, I can turn down the, okay, how about... Okay, now it shouldn't be... Okay, there we go. That might work a bit better. That way my voice stands out a bit more. Okay, there we go. Turn it down a little bit more. Okay. Alright. Is this better? Perfect. Okay. Alright then. Okay. What name should I give Link? What name should I give him? What should I name him? Handbill? That's really random. Oh, Hank Hill. Okay, I was going to say, what is handbill? Handbill, just handbill. I don't know why. Just handbill. Lunk? Link the Lunk. Link the Lunk. Okay, I guess it's just one of those two, I suppose. Give me a sec. Alright. That's not supposed to happen. This is not even on an emulator. This is on my Switch. I don't know why I did that. That was not supposed to happen. Winning $50. Are you happy about the King of the Hill revival? Big 50? Big 50. Sure, why not? Big 50. Big 50. Sure, I guess. At least that way I can tell apart this, so. There we go. Alright. Name him Merchant? Oh, I should have named him Merchant. I should have named him Merchant. Chimera would hate him. That would have been a perfect idea. Hey, maybe we can do it for like Twilight Princess or something, maybe. Although I don't have the Wii U version, so I couldn't do hero mode. And Vanilla Twilight Princess is way too easy to do that challenge. It's way too easy. Vanilla Twilight Princess, I'd never die. Ever. Those birds look like they taste good. But they're not Klefki. Therefore, they don't taste as good as Klefki, surely. Rise Big 50. Rise Big 50. The time has come for you to awaken. It isn't exactly the hardest game. It's probably the easiest game in the series, honestly. Klefki Dinner Bird. Klefki. Nostromo would disagree when it comes to Snow Peak. Yeah, Snow Peak is not that hard. I don't know why. I think he just has a skill issue. He has a skill issue. He thinks Snow Peak is hard. I don't know why I'm having frame rate issues. This is on the Switch. This is not on an emulator. Hey, sleepyhead. I know how much you like to sleep in. Rise and shine, Big 50. Alright. So let's see. Money's gonna be important in this run. It is gonna be pretty important. Ironically, well, I guess kind of fittingly, I should say. Considering, you know, what's at stake. Do a Snow Peak 80%, beat Snow Peak 80% challenge. They should. Good morning, Big 50. That sounds like a nickname now. So let's just go move, Look, we can get money out of this, so we need to do this. Because we can use money for potions and stuff like that, which we will need. Did someone eat all the fluff in my Oreos but leave the cookies in the package? It's not like something that I would have done as a kid. Actually, no, I wouldn't have done that. But I like the cream, but not the cookies itself. Why do you sound like a bird? So give me anything if I move one, or do I move both? I think it's just one, then. Alright, well, hey, money's money. Got a, this guy's already got a meme, wow. I've only had the game running for like 2 minutes and he's already got a meme. Didn't you hear the cut out how much they put in there? Yeah, I think they cut down what they put in Oreos or something. Yeah, I don't know how this guy has a meme already. I have no idea. I do not know how he has a meme already. Good morning to you, Big 50. To test your resolve and wait, he's breaking the fourth wall. This guy is breaking the fourth wall. I can't believe it. He kind of got inspiration, alright. I get the cut back, but I didn't cut back to 0. I needed a word with something. Someone, sorry. This part will be good for me refamiliarizing myself with the Switch controls. They're doing it the best cookie. Do people really like Oreos that much? I've never been much of an Oreo fan, to be honest. I know, I don't really like crunchy cookies that much. For the soft bakery kinds, you know? What did his cat Mia? Must be a smelliest fan. I love Oreos. Really? Well, I guess a lot of people do, otherwise they wouldn't be so famous. I mean, I guess I think they're alright in ice cream, like cookies and cream, but Oreos by themselves I'm not really a big fan of. I forget where we need to go. I think I need to go over here, right? If I can go through. Okay, there we go. Milk cereal cookie in mine as well. They are better with milk, but it's been ages since I've had them with milk. Why Echo? I thought I removed it. I thought I got rid of the Echo. But this guy doesn't give me anything? Come on, man. You can give me money. Oh, there we go. I don't do charity work. When I went over to my friend's house today, I played a little Breath of the Wild, fumbled around at least 10 minutes fighting a Lionel. Lionel relearning all the controls. I don't hear an echo. Maybe it's just on his end. Good morning, Big 50. He says it's called a harp. What? You didn't know it was called a harp? You thought it was just some device? Nice costume. Yeah, I think that's like the main thing about the Switch 2 is it looks better, but I would expect that's like the baseline of what I'd expect from a new console. Could be a device LARPing as a harp, harping if you would. Okay. Oh yeah, Gabora. I forgot that's his name. Gabora. Let's recruit someone I run. Perhaps I need to train him. Might be too late though. I've noticed that about matting. Sometimes it's just too late to train someone. This woman's trying to kill me. Dead woman, I shove you, not the other way around. Yeah, that's... In Fire Emblem, you shove woman. The Groose will soon become loose, yeah. I wonder if Slim will go back to being... Or, sorry, Fat. Will Fat go back to being Groose? It would be funny if he did. Okay. Fat Groose ate his bird. Fat Groose ate... Yeah. He ate Link's bird. This is true. Alright, let's go. Where are we headed? Oh yeah, not much really can do right now. Wait, where are we trying to go? Oh. Yeah, we need to go to the square, don't we? I think. Yeah, we do. Oh, it's the man, the myth, the legend. Is it near mute for anyone else? No. I think it's just on your end. My new headphones aren't the loudest. Yeah, maybe that's it. Is Cruz wearing lipstick? Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Welcome back. As you can see, the Footman himself is on screen right now. What did I just join to? Groose! That's how you join to. The Man of Feet, yeah, it is. True. I could make a joke about you showing up right then, but I'm not gonna do it. I could make a joke about that, but we'll never know defeat in his life. Yeah. Zelda's ugly in this game? Nah, I hard disagree. I think she looks really nice in this game, actually. This a GameCube game? No. It's a Wii game. Been here this whole time? False. Oh, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm agreeing with Proctor on this one. Although I always thought this Zelda looked really nice. Do a flip! They didn't do a flip. This is sad. Been doing IRL stuff like sewing a t-shirt. Alright, so that's that. I don't know if we actually need to go look for the cave or not. I know we need a sword, I know that much. Yeah, because we can't cut these down. Got an epic pattern with dogs on skateboards. For a shirt? Also, what is it with Link and Twilight Princess and Skyward Sword at the beginning of the game having some of the weirdest looking clothing ever? Like, what's this weird little red shirt thing in the, like, half shirt thing? I don't know what that is. Why not a hippopotamus on a unicycle? I know, right? That's superior. It should exist. It should. I agree, it should exist. It's a corset. The thing you're sewing or the thing that Link is wearing? I know, it's weird. Because both the one in Twilight Princess and this Fire Emblem looks a little bit different. Well, it's not Fire Emblem. I'm fairly certain my game is not titled Fire Emblem, right? Is it titled Fire Emblem, guys? Also, hello, Valen Shy? It is a little strange that you were looking for my Fire Emblem streams, but I've never seen you before. Unless you just lurk in my Fire Emblem streams, I'm not sure. Is Belt doing voiceovers for all the Fire Emblem stream? Yeah. Well, he's not voiceover, he's co-hosting. He's wearing a corset. I thought corsets were like those really choky dresses that women wore in Victorian times. It is? It's titled Fire Emblem? I swear it's not. I swear it's not titled Fire Emblem. It says The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword Hero Mode Part 1. That's the title. He's making a joke. Where's the famous co-host? Yeah, where's the co-host? If it's a Fire Emblem stream, where's the co-host? That's how you know it's not a Fire Emblem stream. It's a man's corset that looks like that, but less weird. I thought it was like a woman thing. So I was like, well, what is a corset? I didn't know Link was a Victorian woman. Okay, let's go grab the sword. This sword looks kind of cool. It's a shame that we never really use it, though. Sword time, indeed. I need to refamiliarize myself with the sword controls. That'll be very important. That'll be extremely important for this run. Yeah, some of these attacks are going to be a little awkward. Not all of them. Okay. Some of these will be awkward, yeah. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of how some of these work already. Do you know you can deflect with spin attacks? I think there's certain attacks you can do, but I'm not sure if I'd want to risk that in a run like this. Ankling. Sure, I mean, I just did one, but alright. There we go. The weird thing is, but nothing came up. This is going to be especially important for the final boss. See, I don't like how unresponsive that is. I don't like how unresponsive some of these controls are. I'm really not a fan. Because I was hitting the thing and it just wasn't doing anything. I was moving the sword and he just did not want to, just didn't want to do it. We need the Wii motion controls. Like I said, this game plays like a dream. This game plays like a dream when it's not in docked mode. When you're in handheld mode, it's really, really good. Is this on the Switch? Yes, it is. Take swords outside. What do you mean I can't? Not allowed to go kill people? I act like I'm gonna charge my sword beam. Obviously, I can't do that. Obviously, I can't do that like this, since this sword cannot charge sword beams. You can only play with swords indoors, I know, right? You can only do it in that one room. Outside of that room, you can't play with swords. Okay, I don't know why he keeps pulling his sword out. That's a little awkward. I'm not even trying to pull my sword out. It just keeps... See, he just immediately pulls it out. I don't know why. I'm not doing that. That's not normal. Too much finessing around controls. It's a lot better when you can actually just use handheld. When he sees a minority. Yeah, I guess so. Hit! Jeez, he's so unresponsive. Why no co-host? Because I don't have a co-host for Zelda. But he's really unresponsive. I don't like this. The controls feel really, really wonky. Both too sensitive. And they are! Yeah, that actually is... That's very accurate, actually. It's weird, but exactly. They're both not responsive enough and too responsive. I don't know why that's the case, but... Because he always uses these weird spin attacks, because the game thinks I'm... Make one? You'll poke your eye out, that's probably true. Oh my god, this is awful! This is so bad! I don't remember it ever being this bad. And there's a jillion bads around here. There's a way to adjust this on the Wii. I forget if the Switch has one. Well, that's kind of lovely. Stupid bat. Where? Oh, there it is. He just... He only spin attacks. He doesn't actually do his normal attack. See? He won't do... And the thing is, that drains stamina. Recalibrate from the menu? I don't know if I can. Wants a big 45. Yeah, he really does. It doesn't let me recalibrate here. Can't one-shot keys. It's pretty bad. Would have been in options. Well, I mean, we can check again, but hold on. It'll be big zero. I'll be big zero by the frickin' end of the first dungeon at this rate. Oh my god, he just does... He drains out all of his frickin' energy. Like, getting the right attack to land takes so much work. It's ridiculous. Like, just hitting that slime. You know, an ordinary enemy that should not take any actual work to kill. Because the sword control just does not work right now. Lovely. I love draining my stamina to kill a simple case. Garahim will be... it might not even be possible with controls like this. I don't know why it's like this. And like, why he pulls his sword out immediately as soon as he sheathes it, that doesn't make sense. Why does he do that? Something's off. Something is actually off with this. He shouldn't be pulling his sword out like that. There's got to be some weird calibration thing. You can allegedly reset the gyro. Well, I need to know how that's actually done. Can you even stab? It's like the one reliable attack I can do. That's like the one reliable attack I can do. Maybe I just stab a lot. Use them like a reload? Or nah? I might be able to do that, yeah. You know what? I may actually be able to do that. You're actually kind of right. Because that would make it a lot better. You know what's going to suck? A lot of parts of this game are going to suck if we can't motion controls it. Well, let's hope the battery on the remote thing works. Give me a sec. Ah. Stupid. Ugh. Give me a sec. I have to put this under my desk, which makes it really impractical to grab for. Okay. I'll put it back. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. Skyward Sneed, indeed. Okay, that's way better. Look at that. Okay. Fat straw hat. Alright, now we're in business. I feel like I went from being a freaking armor knight to a sword master. Look at that. Okay. Since your sword is coming out automatically, it means your shield is going to be blocking randomly. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. Look at that. So much better. You can tell the difference. Just by watching how I'm playing, you can tell the difference. I'm not just running around aimlessly. I'm actually just cutting things in it. Looks a lot better. It is. It feels way better. Way more intuitive. Look at all the freaking monster claws I'm getting. I hear some others. There you are. Yeah, whoever, I think it was Gerudo King, suggested that. Thank you. This run would not have been doable with those controls. I don't know, it's a shame. I bought a new controller for this. And, yeah, well, to be fair, Skyward Sword with Switch controls doesn't really work that well. So I don't think it's necessarily the controller's fault. Yeah, no, handheld is just how we're going to do it. Or at least with the Wii motion controller or whatever. Ideally, it works best in handheld. Like, it works even better in handheld than this. I'd be playing, like, top tier if I were playing it in handheld mode. But, of course, I couldn't stream it in handheld mode. Not that I know, not a good way I know of, anyway. What? Actually played this game with off control. Spin attack was mandatory. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. I'm sorry for you. Like I said, I think this game in particular... Your experience can be way better, just depending on what's different about handheld. I don't know how to explain it. If you have Skyward Sword on the Switch, play it with your Joy-Cons on the Switch, but play it in handheld. I don't know why, but the controls work so silk smooth. I don't know why it does, but it does. I remember this one guy who was pretty skeptical of Skyward Sword, and I recommended him. I said, you know what? If you're having a hard time with the controls, play it in handheld mode. And he came back to me a few days later. He's like, "Yeah, you're right. It really does play really well with handheld." Yeah, I think if you're like, I want to get into Skyward Sword, but I hate the controls, give that a try. Seriously, give that a try. I think it'll make a huge difference. I think it will. I Actually beat the game shieldless. Shields are for losers. If I have it in this mode, I might be able to do it shieldless. I don't know if I will do it shieldless. Smooth as silk, you say? I thought that was intentional. I thought typing it like silk was intentional. So, to be fair, Fat, I do have, Rizu did, say he had a challenge for me. Shieldless challenge run. Given my current challenge, I don't think that's a good idea. Because I can get $50 if I do this deathless. If I can do hero mode deathless, I get $50. I think that's a fairly easy $50. And for each death I have, I lose $5. Even if I can't do it deathless, I'd still say that's probably a pretty easy $40 or so. Because when I have good controls in this game, I can go very far with no deaths. It isn't that hard to replace the shield with the spin attack. The timing is actually the same, really. Maybe it is. Oh, this is not cut. Is the bird stupid? Could have gotten out after the first few cuts. Yeah, you would think, but I guess maybe it is stupid. Ready, Freddy. For this giant chicken. Cat mentality, maybe. Might actually have cat mentality now that I think about it. It's so hot here. Just go buy an air conditioner. It's the most troll answer you can give to a British person. Just buy an air conditioner. Hey, put some respect on Autismo AM. AM? What? I don't understand what this is doing. Aerial mode, I should say. Okay. I would not have guessed that's what it meant. I figured it had something to do with flying, but... I have a fan. Fan does not equal an air conditioner. People think fans equal air conditioners. They do not. It really is a coughing baby versus hydrogen bomb comparison. Believe me, I have experienced the AC breaking down in the summer with when your only best bet is fans. Fans do nothing. Air conditioning makes a massive difference. Fans are fine. That sounds like copium. That sounds like copium. I hated Florida. It was either too hot outside or everyone set their AC on full blast, so I was either sweating or freezing. Well, see, with freezing, when you're freezing, you could just wear a coat. Blow hot air at you, yeah. It doesn't really do much. Make the air cool. That's the thing. They actually Like, you ever felt like right in front of an air conditioner? It blows out really cold air, like way colder than the temperature's actually set to, because that's how it cools it down. It just goes and makes the air that blows out very cold, so that the mix of heat will actually warm it up a little bit. Air conditioning is superior. Yeah. Yeah, if it's never really getting that hot, then yeah, you don't really need an air conditioner, but I've heard so many Europeans complain online. They're like, "Oh, it's so hot." I'm like, "Get an air conditioner." Oh, but it only happens like one day a year. But they'll say that for like a month and like the entire month, and I'm like, just freaking get an air conditioner. Like seriously. Like, if it's not, you claim it's not a problem, but then you complain about it for like an entire month and a half. I stand in front of the air conditioner like people do over a fire in wintertime. That's what I would do, yeah. Of course, you can't really sell any property here in Texas if you don't have it. If the house doesn't have an air conditioner, no one's gonna buy it. British moment. It's pretty much most of Europe that's like that. No, we don't like air conditioners. Well, I guess like the Mediterranean maybe does, but like Spain, Portugal, Italy, those countries probably do have air conditioning, but like the rest of Europe is like, no, we're gonna live in the Stone Age. We're not gonna have air conditioners. That's for losers. We'll melt at 80 degrees Fahrenheit, though. This is like 25 degrees for you in Europe, which isn't even that hot. I mean, yeah, it's not very pleasant for it to be that inside, but I won't deny that. The Feet Man returns, yeah. He does. Fighting with every part of their being to not enter the modern age. Yeah, true. I mean, like, you have little third world countries in Asia that have air conditioning. But these rich European countries, no, we're too broke and backwards to afford that. Did you go there to visit Hardin? Wait... Florida? I mean, I've only been in Florida for like a week. I don't like any heat over 50 degrees. Yeah, same. Yeah, I was not in Florida last week. That was Belt. The thing I noticed about Florida heat, it's not really hot, it's just extremely humid. Because I went in July or something. I went in July a few years ago. It only got to like 90 degrees, which is not actually that hot compared to Texas. In fact, it was hotter here during that time. But it's way more humid there. So you will immediately start sweating as soon as you exit because it's just extremely humid. Like I said, it's not really that hot. It's like low 90s. But the humidity is like 90% as well, so made me want to die. Yeah, that's the problem with Florida. It's just absurdly humid. No, it's logistics to not have air conditioning. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you guys need to fix your logistics to get into the 21st century. I have heard that's actually a thing, though, with Europe. Is that, like, they're like, oh, our buildings aren't designed to withstand heat. Well, then maybe update them? Like, I know it's not the most practical thing in the world, but would you rather burn to death? Well, yeah, it's always raining all the time in the UK. It's gonna be bad with humidity in my area. Oh god, and then there's the worst of both worlds, which was in the university town that I lived in a few years ago. Mind you, a walk to class from the dorm would be like 10 or 15 minutes. And April was so... I don't even want to know what it's like in July or August. But I would imagine it's absolutely miserable. Because what happened was that as early as April, it was getting pretty hot, but especially really humid. And it was you were drenched in sweat by the time you got to class. It was awful. And mind you, whenever my parents and I were packing my stuff to go home for the summer, we were walking around in like 9-degree heat and extreme humidity, moving around my stuff for like half an hour to an hour. It was pretty miserable. It was pretty miserable. Custom updated buildings, too much to consider doing. Since the heat is only bad for like 2 months. Oh, it's only bad for like 2 months. It's only bad for 2 months. Do you realize how copey that sounds? Oh, don't worry, we're just in absolute misery. We're just 2 months though. It's just 2 months, and put one in a window. Duh. There was under a tornado warning earlier, but it seems to have cleared up. I was driving home in the equivalent of torrential rain though. Other people don't care. Wait, don't care about what? He meant something involving feet. I don't know if I want to elaborate. Well, I think everything in the UK is expensive, so it's probably just that. Backwards country, no AC. True. If I moved into a house, I would spend money on air conditioning. See, that's smart. That's pretty smart. Like, yeah, I mean, I won't deny it's a lot more year-round for us to need it, because for us, summer is very extended. It realistically lasts from, like, May to probably October. So that's like half the year that you're going to want air conditioning. Too busy drinking tea to get modern technology. Drinking alcohol. In your case, yeah. Which might explain. But it's a golden bird. I'll call that true.
Hey!
Tell that to all the Brits. Okay, I will. Alright, nearly caught him. I don't think you can actually lose this. As far as I know, you can't. I've never lost it. And I was doing pretty poorly the first time I ever played this game, so... That means everyone except Moss. Doesn't drinking alcohol actually make you warmer? That's I've heard why the Russians are so alcohol heavy is because it keeps them warm. So that makes even less sense. Moss is not of age. Right. What if it actually did damage to? That'd be kind of funny. Can you imagine if you dropped it though? Warm, but you can still get hypothermic. Well, I never said you couldn't get hypothermic. I just said it'd make you feel a bit warmer. I didn't think it would prevent you from getting hypothermia. Oh, so it makes you feel warmer, but you're not actually. It doesn't actually warm you up. It just makes you feel less. You notice the cold less. Feet man in shambles. The chocolate melted. Maybe you were typing too much and not eating enough. Maybe. Oh, shut up, Windows Update. I don't care. I don't care. Didn't ask. An air conditioner would have prevented that. Okay, I don't know if it would have prevented that, but it would have slowed down the melting, yeah. It would have slowed it down. It smells nice too. We know what Footman was going for. We know what it was going. We know what he was going for. Now it tastes sad. I don't know if someone can taste sad. The groom got baked after the ceremony. Dang, I didn't realize there were cannibals there. Of course Link smelled it, yeah. I always thought that was such a weird line. It smells nice. I was like, well, why is he going and sniffing a sailcloth? You got a sailcloth, Link's first instinct. Cool, now I can go smell it. Like, what? What? Must have smelled like rotisserie chicken. Yeah, I'm sure it did. Why is this woman trying to kill me still? Okay, this one could be a little tricky to do on the first try. But it doesn't count as a game over, so... It doesn't count towards my money, fortunately. Or did I not land right in the circle? Oh, I did, okay. At 420. Wouldn't it still melt in the fridge if it's ice cream? Unless the fridge is below freezing. Faceplant. It would have been funny, but I don't think that would have worked. At 420 intentionally? Really? That's kind of funny. Eggplant. Why is it even called eggplant? It doesn't even look like an egg. Oh, it's a chocolate bar. I thought, because you were mentioning eating ice cream. Okay, yeah, if it's a chocolate bar, then yeah, that's probably fine. Wait, did it just entirely melt, or is it... If it entirely melted, then that's kind of funny. In which case, I don't think putting it in the refrigerator would help. Then yeah, an air conditioner probably would have helped with that. Human naming system at its finest, and alright. Just like sweet potatoes not actually being potatoes, but we just call them that because they look like potatoes. Egg does not equal eggplant, yes. Yeah, fans don't solve the problem. Fans do not solve the problem. It's almost as if a fan redirects hot air. Yeah, it is. How come cold air comes out then, huh? That's not... It doesn't come out, though. It's literally just a... It's just a man... Like, it's literally just artificial wind. It's not even cold air, it's just artificial wind. Why can't Link ever be happy, Nintendo? He's just not allowed to, I guess. Zelda is dead, legend over. Great stream, everyone, I know, right? Yeah, they have different fans in America. That's not how fans work. They don't produce cold air. It's just because they create wind that makes it seem like it's getting a little bit colder. Blue woman, is she pregnant? Ah, good to see Belt is back being Belt. Is Link bruh. Bruh. Looks so clapped. Well, I mean, he nearly got hit by a tornado and lost Zelda. I don't know, man. I'd be pretty overwhelmed too. Wind on a hot day also feels cool. However, it doesn't actually make the temperature colder. Well, that's not a meme we need to know about. It might be a meme, but that doesn't mean it's a good one. I think he was pointing up to Belt's comment. Can the tornado say it? Can, you know, that's the pin. Can the tornado say it? Can the tornado say it? Well, it's funny to mention it. No, it's not. It's not. Alright. Gay Bora. Due to storms. Ah, I see. I can relate. I can definitely relate. This music is quite nice. Oh, right, I need to go over here. You're gonna try to jump scare me. When will you get Fortnite? Never. Literally never. Let's just say one friend loves sharing how much she loves a fictional man. So, Maki? Sounds like you're describing Maki right there. Where's that fly flew down instead of up? Like, what's she doing down there? First fight, let's go. Against a cat. To be fair, I've already been through my first fight. Isn't crude about it, that's true. Oh, you mean that this friend is actually crude about, oh dear. Oh, yeah, that doesn't sound very fun. Crude oil is better than crude people, yes. Because crude oil can actually be used for something. I think diesel tastes better, but it's alright. She's not horribly crude, but there are times we have to tell her to chill. So like a toned down former member of chat we will not be talking, that we will not mention. Vegetable oil. Speak no evil. Tone down Asian bear, yes. Yeah, sounds like about that. Sounds about right. I feel like she's gonna charge at me. Oh yeah, in hero mode, your sword charges up faster. It's like 5 bears in Asia. There's no way. I mean, if you count Russia as part of Asia, at least the Asian part of Russia, I'm sure there's a lot of bears there. Yeah, after this cutscene, we're pretty much done with cutscenes for a good while. We should be able to get the first dungeon today. I don't know if we'll be able to actually beat it, but should at least be getting the first dungeon today. Got the funny name, yeah. Gepora. Doesn't the owl in Ocarina of Time have a similar name? Yeah, he's Gepora Gebora. So yeah, he pretty much uses the almost 5 bears in Asia. So not even 5, it's less than 5, yeah, that makes sense. When does Zelda give birth? At the end of the game. She gives birth at the end of the game. Today? Today! Almost sounds like a thread. With the funny name, you mean Big 50? Yeah. At 5 o'clock? That sounds pretty good to me. Like 5 a.m.? Because it's already been 5 p.m. With Link's child? Who else's child would it be? Who else's child would it be? trying to do a stab, but turns out it doesn't really work out that well with this control. Never mind. You know what? We're gonna do it the lame way. Because that beam does not have very good accuracy. It's definitely not a Groose baby. Yeah, true. I mean, Groose also has an Asian girlfriend. Yeah, so, that's a good question. What happens? That's a good question, actually. That is a good question. Beetle's child? Yeah, obviously Beetle. Groose is the original father of the Gerudo. I've heard that theory before, yeah. She went for the real merchant? Yeah. The Demise card specifically is meant to target the offspring of the original Gerudo's closest ally. Yeah, so, I mean, if you think about it that way, you know, it could be why the Gerudo are screwed over. He no longer wears that weird thing. Hello, father-in-law. I have come. Yeah. I could save money in my own cabinet. Biggest sore loser in the history of Zelda. True. Yeah, that is a pretty sore loser thing to do, yeah. Hey, Fledge. What kind of name is Fledge? Sounds like fudge. This guy's chocolate. Okay. Tonight's punishment. Punishment? What? Does God hate him? Maybe. I mean, the guy just looks like a clown. No, but his parents did. I have a shield. That doesn't mean I'll use it. Why is my A button not working? Zabunga. Okay, I guess my A button does work. Got Zap friended? I forgot I do, honestly. That's not it. R? No, I don't want that. We're not gonna equip the shield, because shields are for losers. But I might equip it later in the game. But that doesn't mean we won't buy stuff. This is a stage in Hyrule Warriors. Yeah, it is. Let's go buy a potion or something, I don't know. For some reason I like you though, so I'll give you an empty bottle. The new wielder of the technique. Hey, listen! This would be a nice weapon to go hit someone with. Well, since we're not going to use a shield, we could go buy this. Yeah, we'll get that red potion. Alright, I think we're about ready to head off into the first area of the game. Well, the first dungeon area of the game, I suppose. Do the wall hack? I don't know what that is. I do not know what that is. Oh, Link uses the Force when he picks up an item? What do you mean? Okay, something feels very disoriented here. Okay. There we go, yeah, it got decalibrated or whatever the word is. You get invincibility? But I've never heard of this. Whatever that supposed hack is. Master Big 50. He levitates every item he picks up. That is a good point. Yeah, just let me go fly, woman. It's like now, please do not compare. Please do not compare peak to slop. This game came first, and it's a lot better. And it's still better. Very true. Very true. See, when you Zoomers were 12, you were playing Fortnite. When I was 12, I was playing Skyward Sword. I'm not joking, I was 12 when this game came out. I played this game when I was 12. And I don't regret it. I do not regret it. Stole from Peakward Sword? True. It did. What? What was Fi yammering about? He's playing Skylanders. Alright, what we got here? Whoa! Okay, this is gonna be a little bit tricky. This is gonna be a little tricky to tackle them both. There we go. One at a time I can deal with. Two at a time, I don't know. Where's that wind coming from? It's ZR, okay. Okay. These wind guys are quite helpful. Again, you saw at one point. Can I really refer to her as a person since Miko isn't really a person? The blue woman is her slave, yes. That timing of saying that right after Miku is actually kind of funny. That is actually kind of funny, Ty. Not gonna lie. The blue woman is her slave. Pretty much, yeah. Oh, that would be nice. Too bad I can't bottle it. Well, we could probably go and respawn it. Will you get a bottle in this chest? Yes, you do. A revitalizing potion. I think I'll drink up the revitalizing potion and then get the fairy. If I can get a fairy to spawn. 16 viewers but no chatters. Yeah, no one wants to actually talk. No one wants to talk. That's the thing. Are they all lurking? I guess. I don't even know who's lurking. I don't know if it's my regulars or what. I know sometimes Maki lurks. We can see if she's here. Nope. Doesn't seem to be. Nope. I don't know who else might be lurking. I know she lurks a lot. Kameru, maybe? Kameru is... Well, he was here earlier. I don't know if he's just lurking or what. I'm tired, so I'm not as chatty. That might be it. Or it could be new people. I don't know. It's not on the leaderboard. Yeah, no one's really competing for the leaderboard today. No one's being autistic for the leaderboard today. They used to be, like yesterday they were, but not today, I guess. Also, I just remembered now, Groose technically can't make fun of, can't bash on Zelda's design in this game, because his main reason for not liking her in this game is because she has bangs. He can't make that argument anymore. He can't. He can't make that argument anymore. Oh, the irony. Doing a workout routine doing this. No, that's fine. I mean, you probably won't get any exercise, because if I did the push-up challenge for this, you'd never do any push-ups. But if I did it for Breath of the Wild, then, well, I did. And it wasn't fun, was it? Don't mean to be so quiet. No, that's fine. Can we get that fairy to respawn? If I can, then I'm probably going to go drink that potion. Oh yeah, it keeps respawning. Just peak wholesome irony. It is. I agree. There we go. You watch this in the gym? I mean, he could just exercise at home. It's entirely possible, though. You just... I don't want to equip anything, honestly. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to equip it, and then I'm going to unequip it. There we go. Because I would rather equip the shield on accident than equip the potion. Give you 50 bucks. If I can win the run deathless, it's 50 bucks. That was the challenge. And I think I can do it. I think I have a pretty good chance at getting it. Because with the right controls, I'm pretty good at this game. This isn't Breath of the Wild. This is not Breath of the Wild. I actually have a very solid chance of doing this. I have a 30-pound weight that I use. The YouTube settings, click on the stream. I've tried figuring out a way to remove us all from there, but I can't seem to figure that out. Well, first real fight of the game, I guess. Figure out to spice things up. That's a good idea, actually. I will say I would love to play Twilight Princess Hero mode. It's just I've never I don't have a way of doing that. I'm sure there's a way I could emulate it, but I'm sure there's some way you could emulate a Wii U at this point, but I don't know how tricky that is or how difficult the ROM is to get or whatever. I don't even know of any Wii U emulators. I'm sure there's some out there. If there's Switch emulators, I'm sure there's Wii U emulators. So there are 3 Gorons in this game. Yeah, there's literally 3 Gorons in this game. Can you play without getting hurt at all? Well, I've already taken damage, so that's out of the question. Twilight Princess is serious with Peak. And honestly, the main problem I have with Twilight Princess is just too easy. So, I would love to have a, love to do a hard mode of some sort, but that's only, unfortunately, in the Wii U version, which should have gotten ported to the Switch, but no, we had to keep something unique to the Wii U, which was a sucky console that should not have existed. Simu, like Timu, but with a C. It's a Wii U emulator. Maybe I could look at that. I don't know. Okay. I have no idea why no Twilight Princess was Switch 2. I don't know why. It's one of the most popular Zelda games. They really could have just made a port of it or something and made still some bank on it. Because they hate consumers. It kinda, yeah. Mario Kart. Yeah, it did. It only came out with Mario Kart, which seems like a really weak release title, honestly. Like, I know, yeah, everyone plays Mario Kart. Sure, but you could at least give people something else to play. Like, I was expecting, like, a new Mario or a new Zelda game or something. Because, I mean, I think the first 2 games we got for the Switch were Breath of the Wild and Mario Kart. Like, yeah, Mario Kart is definitely, like, a launch title sort of thing, but it's not usually, like, the sole launch title thing. That's the only... Yeah, it's kind of dumb. I don't understand the logic behind that. Hey, stop blowing that strain of grass. Yeah, I don't know. Some people are like, oh, Mario Kart World looks bad. I don't think it looks bad, honestly. The premise of it sounds fun. It's not that I think, oh, this game would suck. I think it sounds fun, but I'm not going to shell out like $500 to play it. That's the problem. If it was, you know... like, combined total, like, if buying a Switch 2 and the game costs, like, a combined total of, like, $200, I might consider it. But, in reality, the combined total would be, like, $500, and that's just not worth it. Maki? I don't know. If you want to call it Maki, then that's like the 3rd game I've played on stream that she keeps appearing in. I don't know why. Tomodachi Life 2. I don't think they're gonna make a Tomodachi Life 2. Diddy Kong's... You know what I do with Diddy Kong? I just use the freaking rocket thing all the time. Free Maki. Yeah, pretty much. I guess I did free Maki. Yeah, I did. I guess I did, technically. Yeah. And it never happens when she's actually on stream. That's the weird thing. It's never whenever she's actually on stream. Oh, they did? Oh, I guess I forgot. I mean, who actually buys Tomodachi Life, though? I thought it was like a free thing that came with the 3DS, or whatever it originally came out for. It's just Nintendo Sims if you think about it. Well, with less customization. We freed Maki, who jailed her anyway. Well, in Ghost of Tsushima, it was the Mongols. In this one, I don't know. Random bokoblins, I guess. Me, I pirated that. Well, then you didn't really buy it, though. I wouldn't really see you bought it if you pirated it, you know? That's not really how it works. Boko Mongols. Please let me be the voice of Ganon. Well, I mean, obviously. I mean, you are Gerudo King. That's just kind of your thing, you know? Figures as Proctor. Proctor jailed Maki? Wait, what? What kind of lore is this? Why did Proctor jail Maki? The women are fighting again? Oh, right, I gotta go do that thing. Wait, what? I don't understand. Oh, that bozo. Don't kill them. I mean, I don't think you can anyway. Yeah, the Donkey Kong game does look fun. I'm just not much of a Donkey Kong guy. So, I don't know. It's not really what sells the game. It's not really what's going to sell the console for me. If it ever sells for me. I mean, it might sell if the console just becomes cheaper. Like, the console goes down to like $200, $250. I might be willing to buy it. And especially if they actually tone down the cost of the games individually. I think that's actually the bigger problem for me. It's just the games themselves are too expensive. The console being like $300, $400. Like, it's a one-time payment, you know? It's a one-time payment. So boring in her dumb voice. She's okay. Total Boko, not Boko, total Baba death or whatever it is. Whatever the thing's called. I guess it is a Boko Baba, isn't it? I thought a Bokoblin, I'm like, no wait, it's not a Bokoblin. I think my sister also said that. It sounds like she's using auto-tune. Like the first time she ever saw this game, she's like, why is that girl using auto-tune? You can always use a payment plan for a Switch 2. What do you mean? What do you mean? But like, what sort of payment plan do they have? Like for the online? I mean, they had that for the Switch 1, unless you made something else. This guy barely even knew what hit him. Oh, that could be a problem. Yeah, no, this is gonna be a problem. Without a shield, these guys are kind of risky to deal with. That is not something I want to mess with. How do you get out of the open? I do know there's a chair somewhere around here that I can use for healing. I've been working on my Gendra voice, so I'm looking forward to using it. I'm looking forward to hearing it. I mean, I don't even know what your normal voice sounds like, so. Yeah, these guys are like the scariest enemies in the game. Which is weird. They're really early game enemies that no one really thinks anything of, but they're meant to be fought with a shield. They're not meant to be fought without one. You can bounce the attacks back, but it's not very safe. Catholic mode, no shield. Wait, wouldn't they have a shield? I don't understand the joke. I don't get it. Yeah, I mean, we can hit the rocks back at them, but it's a little risky because you take so much damage from getting hit. See? You need to hit it back just right. See, that's already a problem. See, I can only take 3 hits of those. Don't believe protect. Oh, right. Yeah, I get it now. I thought it was like some sort of Crusader joke. I'm like, but I thought Crusaders had shields. Yeah, so again, fighting Octorok's not really worth it. Not really worth it. I don't remember if there's any point in this game where you actually had to fight an Octorok, but I'm best off just avoiding them. There is no enemy so far in this game, and there probably won't be for a good long time, that is scarier than an Octorok. I think even Girahim is not as scary as an Octorok, because Octoroks just, they're really hard to hit. Their hitbox is just really narrow. I'm so hungry I could eat an Octorok. Hey, fat man. God, I know it's wow, wow, wow. Bro's trying to impersonate a cat. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah, some cats sound like that at times. It's kind of annoying. I've always sucked at this tightrope thing. Twilight Princess tightrope is so much better. Because you just walk on it as a wolf. Ah. It takes out half a heart. That's not a big deal because it's just half a heart. But still. It's a little annoying. Let's get more money. We don't need a heal. I lost half a heart, that's not a big deal. We'll come back. Alright. Whoa. I mean, we could just... Yeah, we could just do this. This is actually a little bit more reliable. Well, until we get over there. It's a big deal when you get hit first. He's not very good at doing this, is he? Well, I'm not very good at doing this. Okay. Let me ambush him. Oh no, this is not good. Lopsa? Are you lopsided? There we go. I'm stressed, I am tired. Alright, see ya. Okay. Now what do we got here? Be good, chat. Yeah. I mean, I don't really think they're gonna misbehave. Well, Proctor might. I don't really think Gorgo King is someone we're gonna have to worry about, though. I also don't think Mario's really gonna cause trouble. Hey, you bird. You will die. There we go. Link of the Jungle. Doesn't quite go like George the Jungle. You know how to behave. These birds are kind of annoying, not gonna lie. Are you trying to hit a fly with this water? Yeah, kind of. I think I've gotten a little bit better lately at hitting flies. I managed to kill a fly like a week ago. That was not. That hadn't even landed. I managed to just hit it with the swatter. I don't know how exactly that worked, but I managed to get it while it hadn't landed yet, or while it's still moving around. You do realize I can see you. Like a cat, whenever... So, cat owners know what I'm talking about here. But, cats sometimes will stalk you, and it's already obviously stalking you, and then you look away for 5 seconds, and you notice they're way closer to you, and you look away for 5 seconds, and they get even closer. It's like, you do realize I can tell... You realize I can tell that you're sneaking up on me, right? And you're not succeeding with it. I still need to work on, but I've become great at killing those filthy carpenter bees. I've never even been near a carpenter bee, to my knowledge. Much less killed one. If I have, I stepped on it on accident and didn't realize it. Man, I already had to kill a bee and a wasp this year with a fly swatter because they somehow got in the house. Yeah, that does not sound fun. That does not sound remotely pleasant. Thanks. Appreciate it. Cause more damage, oh really? Okay, thank God I don't have to fight a... I'm gonna pick up this, but okay. Chat enemy made Link faceplant down the pit. Yeah, that did. That enemy was pretty well accomplished at what it did. Just smacked me into the pit. Dang. Can't be mad about that. That took some genuine skill to do. You didn't, but I did. Well, actually, I didn't buy a shield. I just got one handed to me. See? But I'm not gonna use it. Wait. This is the wrong spot. I can't go here. I mean, I can. I don't know about shieldless run, but we're gonna go shieldless for as long as I can. Before it really becomes a problem. Although it's probably mostly a problem around this point of the game where... anywhere you're gonna find Octoroks is gonna be a problem. But I don't think you're going to fight one. So maybe in the dungeon you have to fight one. But besides that, it shouldn't be a problem. I don't recall many forced Octorok fights. If any, to be honest. If Fat could do the game on hero mode shieldless, you can. That's probably true, yeah. If Slim can do something, then I most likely can too. Or Fat, whatever you want to call him. I mean, he claims that he can do Breath of the Wild, but I don't know. He never really proven that to us. So I'm just gonna say he can't do it. Hit. Right, there we go. Horizontal slices are not my forte. Are you fat man? I don't know what that means, to be honest, Inkling. I don't know what that means. I don't understand ranking systems. Why does it come out of his tail? I don't know if I want to know. Whoop-de-doo, the worst ranged weapon in the game. I guess better get it first rather than last. Make it at least have some use. There we go. You gotta account for the arc thing with the slingshot, which I'm not really good with. Try to body sounds like a Snorlax, true. It's because you're not a fighting game player, neither is chat itself. Well, yeah, that's true. We don't really know what that is. He sounds like such a nerd when he laughs. Actually, no, he just sounds French. He's PH. PH is in this game. But since there's no horses, he can't do his signature horse-killing move. Let's get out of here. I'm the only fighting game player in this entire box of chocolate chip cookies that is chat. It's a weird saying. Never heard someone compare chat to a box of chocolate chip cookies. But I'd rather have a box of chocolate chip cookies than I would Oreos. Sorry, Mario. I know you like your Oreos, but I gotta say, I definitely will take chocolate chip cookies any day over Oreos. Yeah, he actually does say something different if you do that. Oh look, we can get a heart piece. That will be helpful. Having more health will always be helpful. I freaking hate Tyromes in this game. This is how I cross tight ropes. I don't know about you, but this is how I do it. Maybe weird to say that, but think of Camaro or Gerudo or me as cookies. Yeah, that is kind of strange, to be honest. Wait, don't those birds, aren't their only attack just crapping on you? The Indian birds. Yeah, we'll definitely make it to the temple. We'll definitely make it to the temple. We might be able to get something done in the temple. Because we're probably like 10 minutes in the dungeon. Sure, Cookie was not on my 2025 bingo card. Yeah, it wasn't on mine either. They say you can use ZR, but I'd rather just use A. I think it's better that way. Diamond rank is better than platinum rank. What about pearl rank, huh? We got 2 of the Gen 4 games. Why don't we get the 3rd one? The Gen 4 Pokemon games, anyway. Oh, there's the Fruity Man. There's the Fruity Man. Okay. You! Shut up. It's gay Raheem. Hey, go sting them, don't sting me. There we go. Okay, that's taken care of. Alright, what we got here? I'll be taking your larvae. That's so weird how in Zelda games they're like, oh, let's go collect bee larvae. Like, who does that? Who's like, oh yeah, yum, bee larvae. Well, actually, from what I understand, in Japan, they actually do sometimes eat bee larvae and stuff like that, so maybe that's why. It's one of those things that doesn't really translate well to the West. Like, eating bee larvae, the heck? I understand if you were collecting the honey or something like that, but you're collecting bee larvae. What? Who eats bee larvae? Sumia? What about Sumia? Does she eat bee larvae? Is that what it is? I like how they just fly after the... Our nest is dead! Let's go after it! Except for that one. Inkling's way of life. Don't become the best. Don't become the best. I think he's trying to eat bee larvae. Oh! She wasn't trying to eat the bee larvae. She just thinks that he's trying to eat it. Okay. If I read that correctly. Maybe I didn't. I hate this. Come on. Okay. That's a really weird support, I'm not gonna lie. I've never seen it before, but that is a weird support. He's going after the honey. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. I don't think bee larvae is supposed to be sweet. I have no idea what it tastes like, and I don't really want to know. I don't really want to test that out. That's not really the thing that I like to eat. I'm not Thai or something. I eat beef, not bugs. I might want to hit this guy. They're constant distractions. Uh-oh. Okay, that was kind of lucky. I know there's a chair nearby, but I think I gotta do some work to get over there. So, if I took another hit, I may have had my first death there. Yeah, we need to really avoid trying to... Is Giga based? It is. It is very based, I agree. Okay, this guy, we're gonna troll. You want to see me troll some guy? I think you do. That's that guy who loves sweets, right? Yep. I love waiting for this guy to get right over near me and then just going shooting him. I don't have to do it. I know I can just shoot him right here, but I like it. I don't know, maybe it's sadistic, but I like to wait for them to get like right here and then just go shoot them. Like, oh, you nearly made it across. Oh, what a nice prize. You're about to get a shot to the face. After all that work, after all that careful, you know, straddling along that line. Heck, he got trolled. Bro made it all the way past all these traps and stuff and then just died to the finish line. Sadistic, but it's funny. See, I knew Gerudo King would enjoy it. I knew... oh, crap. It's gonna... Yeah, that didn't work. I don't think I take damage from falling, though. Yeah, I don't. So that actually helped. That actually helped a lot. I mean, it was worth it, though. Because it took out 2 of them. Okay, you know what? Sure, just do that. We might be able to make it across. Oh, what's this? Oh, I get seeds out of that. Get seeds out of it. Oh, there's the chair. You know, if there weren't these random freaking chairs and stumps everywhere throughout Skyward Sword, this challenge would be a lot harder. It's sort of like the equivalent of like in Pokemon games where you have like random rest houses to go and heal your Pokemon. It's sort of like that. Because anywhere there's a chair, you can heal. For free. And that's really good. That's really helpful. Makes a world of a difference when you can't normally heal. I remember when I was a kid, I was like, oh man, I can't get hearts? That's gonna be so hard. Not really. The chairs... Honestly, Skyward Sword is pretty well designed for hero mode. Because, one, you start with 6 hearts. So, it's like taking 3 hearts of damage normally. And then also the game gives you all these chairs and seats and whatnot. Like, there's a lot to work with. You have a lot of tools at your disposal to make hero mode work. I hate when they back out. That's the worst. That's what always scares me. When they back up, because it's like, how was I supposed to predict that? I think you can try to stab them, but it's a really small hitbox. I'm just gonna ignore this guy. He's just not worth it. He's just not worth it. It's just not worth the fight. It's too risky. Too risky for too little gain. Hero mode friendly. It's very hero mode friendly. It's extremely hero mode friendly. Maybe the most hero mode friendly Zelda game ever, honestly. Because it really lends itself well to hero mode. Like 6 hearts is it's a lot for a beginning for a Zelda game. So like normal mode is actually really easy because of that. Oh look, there's another one right over here. Yep, what'd I tell you? It was gonna take like 10 minutes to get over to the temple. That's pretty much what we got to. So we definitely have time to try to tackle the temple. I don't think we'll beat it today, but we can certainly start it. We could at least get like to the beetle or something. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be beating Girahim today, but hey, I mean, maybe we can. Maybe we can. I don't know. I don't know how quickly we can beat the dungeon, but we'll see. We will certainly try. Is the switch over here? I think it is. Yeah, it is. There we go. And there we have it. Bully Girahim this stream, it'd be funny, it would be. I have bad news. There was many creatures. Whatever. I don't really care. The biggest threat to this challenge right now are the frickin' the Octoroks. Those are the biggest threat right now. Because they 3-shot us. That's very scary. Well, I mean, most enemies I think 3-shot us. But the thing is, that makes them special is they're really hard to actually hit their hitboxes. And they're ranged. That makes them a bit scarier. Okay, there we go. That would work. Can't get that Amber Relic. Not that I really care that much. Okay. So the trick I believe you're supposed to do here. Okay, I gotta resync this a lot. But... There we go. Because if you try to get up there, I think you can hit him, but it's a lot harder to do that without him stunned. Oh, the rolling eye door is my favorite. There we go. That was kind of weird. Half a lot of damage. I don't care that much. Welcome back. This guy's gonna hammer. Good thing I'm not in armor. go in here. These spiders could also be a problem. Okay, at least that one wasn't. That doesn't mean that none of them will be, though. I'm a green bokoblin. Yeah, pretty much. I think green bokoblins drop more rupees or something like that. I don't know. Let's raise the water level, I think. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Okay, very nice. Okay, I heard something die. 6 hearts? No, you start with 6 hearts. Skyward Sword, you start with 6 hearts. That's what I was saying, this is gonna be easy. You start with 6 hearts. Oh, that's easy. Okay. So we don't even need that. Just go. Yeah, there we go. Crud. I thought Rizu may have known this game a little bit better, and that's why he made the challenge. But, yeah, Rizu, that may not have been the best call. I mean, there are certain things that could kill me, but so far that's only really just the Deku, not the Deku, the Octorok. Because those guys are hard to hit, and they 3-shot me. Just before I got back to the rank match. I don't think you missed much. I'm in the first dungeon, so far deathless. See, that response time is way better. Okay, this guy we can't kill. I'm fairly certain we can't kill him right now. Yeah, we gotta do this. Can we count fairy replies for this then? I already have a fairy though. I already do have a fairy. Oh, that's... I didn't count for that. That's a problem. That's a problem. I probably could have made that jump without that angle, but that's pretty nasty. I did 2.5 hearts of damage. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. That is not good. Oh, jeez, that was kind of scary. Let's see here. Okay, we need to get over here. This may be the trickiest room in the dungeon, to be honest. It's not hard, per se, but some of the platforming is a little tricky. Just a little bit. Alright, there we go. Yeah, we're not fighting that. Unless I have to. Even then, I don't know if I want to fight it. Okay, yeah, we don't need to fight it. We do not need to fight it. Maybe I will count fairy revives as deaths, maybe. Whoa, I nearly jumped off. Let's not do that. Okay. So I'm trying to remember how I get through this part. Alright. Because that doesn't quite work. We can't just... Yeah, we can't go through here. So... Wait a sec. Wait a sec. Okay. We go over here. Then we go... So we still need that key. I swear there's more to this area. Well, maybe that's in the second visit. Okay. When a chest is glittering and shining, it's a small key. Yeah. That is kind of funny, isn't it? Oh, right, we can just go on to this area, right? Yeah. We can just go over there. There we go. I was just blanking for a second where we're supposed to go, but yeah, we just go over here. I always think that one room is required, and then you find out it's just a map. I just need a way onto this log. There we go. If I can get back on there, that'd be great. Okay, how am I supposed to get onto this log? I swear there's a way onto this log, and I'm just having a really hard time with it. I just gotta jump over from there, don't I? Alright. I wonder why some of Link's something like this, I don't know. How did that not hit? Okay, there we go. Get up. Move, move, move. Alright. Okay. This is gonna be tricky. Ah! Oh my god, that's really scary. I hate these spiders, man. These spiders are pretty bad. Hmm? Okay. Alright, let's get the key, and then we need to heal. Okay, that being said and done, let's get out of here. Those dumb spiders, man. At least once you get the beetle, you can just cut the thread, which makes them a little bit easier to deal with. Not amazingly. But it will make them a little bit easier to deal with. I could have cut the thread with the slingshot, I think, but they're... Yeah, I need to find a place I can heal. Maybe I can heal in the middle room, maybe? I feel like there's at least one chair in this dungeon. I know there's at least one. I don't know if there's two, but be very careful. I suppose there's a chair somewhere in here. Because we do want to heal before the mini-boss. That's probably a good idea. There's a heart piece in here. I can't get it until after the mini-boss, so that's the problem. Oh dear. It's so bright, it's so shiny, it's a key. Yeah. Oh god, stop charging at me! Jeez. They were... Yeah, that bat was charging me. I need to go outside the temple and heal, I think. That's the closest chair, unfortunately. I wish it weren't. It'd be nice if it weren't the closest one, but... I don't see any other chairs that are close. I gotta be careful here, don't we? See you later. I just get it off me. That's funny. Okay, yeah, I think we gotta make it to that room. Gotta make it through here. Although this room isn't particularly dangerous, but we just need to make it through and then heal. I don't think I've ever left this temple mid dungeon before, but in this challenge, there has been an exception, I guess. I know there's a Boko around here somewhere. Isn't there like a chair right outside the dungeon? I swear there is. I know there's one nearby, I just don't know. There's one near the temple. There's one over there, but it's hard to reach from here. Maybe I could reach... I don't know if I can reach that from here. No, I can't. Unless I don't take damage for this fall. That is the thing. Falling into an abyss does not actually hurt you in Skyward Sword. For some reason, it just doesn't. I don't know why. It doesn't pretty much any other Zelda game, but it doesn't do it here. It's kind of weird. Time to go torture this guy again, I think. Guru King, you ready to see something funny again? This time we're gonna take out these dumb seed things. I apologize for the blinking noise. It's just this is the least resource costly way of getting hearts back, because unfortunately they don't just put a chair in the... There is a chair in the dungeon, but I think it's well past where we are currently, and I don't think we can survive through that at this rate. He just doesn't walk enough. When he actually tips over. Ha 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 ha! Fall. Yeah, I knew you'd like that. This is such an impractical place to get to a chair. You want to go sit down somewhere? You gotta go walk across an endless abyss. Kind of getting closer. No, we were, but hey, it's funny. For peak memes. That's much better. Alright, there we go. Now we can fight the mini boss, but we gotta do it the long way. Alright. Okay. Alright. The mini boss is pretty fun. I think we should be able to beat him. He's actually a little too easy though. You usually can kill him before the music even loops, so gives you an idea for how easy it is to beat him. I'm just gonna ignore that. Alright, let's go. There we go. Oh nice, we avoided those. Well, he's drowning. I like how enemies just do not survive in the water. They just can't. There's just no way. They can't swim at all. They just immediately die. It's like the water itself kills them. It's not even the fact they drown. They're just allergic to water. Alright, let's go. First mini boss. Shouldn't be too hard. As long as we don't fill too aggressively, we should be okay. As long as you don't hit him too aggressively, we should be fine. Water allergy is a thing? I'm sure it is. His reactions are really slow. Comes to stall those. It didn't even loop the song. They make this masterpiece of a song and it doesn't even get a chance to loop. It didn't even get to the best part. There is a best part of the song and I didn't even get to hear it. It's a shame. Yeah, the mini-boss themes in this game are really good. Most songs in Skyward Sword go really hard. Alright. We can get a heart piece from this area as well. Oh, it's over. Yeah, it's a shame I didn't even get to the best part. That was a mini-boss? Yeah. That was a mini-boss. Granted, it's probably the worst mini-boss in the game. It's probably like the weakest mini-boss. See, Lizalfos in the next dungeon are going to be a little bit scarier because they're actually a lot faster at moving. Is that item from Smash Bros? Yeah, that's where it came from. It came from Skyward Sword. I don't think we can quite hit it from here. We might be able to, but probably not. But yeah, we need to hit the... Yeah, we need to hit a switch of some sort. I don't even know where we're trying to aim it. Oh, right there. That would make sense. I was only joking. Well, I don't know if you knew it or not. The Beetle's probably way more busted in Smash than it is in this game, to be honest. Yeah, we're gonna have to move around at a different angle. Since this is not gonna work. Oh god! Dad! Screw you! Stupid enemy. Come on. Come on. Get out of my way. Kill you. Yeah, yeah. Jump scare. That is a jump scare I've ever seen one. There we go. Well, at least I can heal myself up. Because that's the heart piece, so that heals me up. There is actually one encounter later in this dungeon that could actually be a game over. Or the insta-death laser beams. Well, this isn't Breath of the Wild, so thankfully it doesn't exist. Thankfully those don't exist. That's not what I meant to do, but hey, I'll take the money. There we go. Because there's a room coming up that actually could be a game over. It could be. It's got a very... It's a rare... So one of you probably knows what I'm talking about. One of you's like, I know what he's talking about. It's coming up quite soon, maybe in the next room. And it is a scary enemy that could just... It doesn't one-shot, but it does a lot of damage. It's actually kind of tricky to kill. For instance, it's scary as the same reason for Octoroks, that it's just really tricky to kill. And that's what I'm worried about. Actually, I don't think it's going to show up quite yet, but it probably will later this stream. think it's only one in this dungeon. Oh. Okay, yeah, they're a lot easier when they're not dangling from ceilings. Alright. Okay, yeah, no, that was not the enemy I was talking about. Because we've already seen several of them. Okay. Oh, I think I know what it is. I think you do. I think you do know. I think it actually killed, Bruce before. When he was streaming the game. I'm hoping I don't repeat that same mistake, because that thing is tricky to kill. It's a little... I think it's honestly a little too early in the game for this. That they should spawn those, but whatever. There's only like 2 in the game, to be fair. There we go. It's the last of those. That is the last of those. Okay. So we got a key. That might lead to the room of those enemies. Because I know they're coming up very soon. I know that enemy's coming up very, very soon. On the next, like, 5 or 10 minutes. And that thing... I'm a little nervous for it, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little bit nervous for it. Because it does scare me. It does scare me. I can't deny that. I'll have to attack it extremely aggressively. Like, extremely ferociously. I'll have to be very fast. I'm sure we're gonna approach this. I think we'll just cut it a little bit. Sent 2 memes. Yeah, it's kind of bad, though. That's fine. You know, I'm gonna start a little bit further, that way whenever he does drop, he's not gonna just drop on me immediately. In fact, if I do it from here, he might just go into the water. I'm probably not, so he'll probably not move far enough to fall into the water, but hey. What we're trying to do is collapse that web. We're trying to collapse the web is what we're trying to do. I don't know how this supports his weight, but... Okay, I think it snapped. Yeah. Should be a lot easier to take care of now. Since those spiders, when they're on land, are not too bad. Uh-oh. There we go. Yeah, there aren't many spiders left, I think. That may have been the last one. Or second to last one, I'm not sure. Okay, what do we got here? Okay, we gotta take care of these guys. I think it's right in the next room. But I keep saying that, so maybe it's not. I'm like that Yeti in Twilight Princess. It's like, oh, it's definitely in this room. Oh, never mind, it's not. It's not actually in this room. Okay. Oh, it drop something. Okay. It's kind of nice. Oh, not this thing. Alright, there we go. As long as we don't fall down, we should be good. Twilight Princess mentioned. Is it like the new Rev or something? Okay. Alright. Oh. Yeah, this thing. This is the nasty one I was talking about. This thing could kill me. It very well could kill me. Because you have to hit like all the faces at once, and that thing's kind of tricky to hit. That thing scares me. Never mind, it's not that bad. You know, I was drawing out how scared I was, and then it killed him like 2 hits. Okay, it wasn't as bad as I remembered. It's just, you do not rest your arm until that thing is dead. That's pretty much the main thing to do it. Yep, I know it. Yeah, Mario got it. To be honest, anyone who's played this game probably would figure it out if they remember the game. Yeah, that thing, those things are very rare, but they're kind of scary. If you don't... Yeah, I don't know why I was scared of that. I don't know why I was scared of that. I think it just gave me a lot more trouble back when I was a kid. Wow, so scary. If you let it hit you like once, you can set it up into like just a nightmare combo where it just keeps hitting you before you can really recover. So yeah, if you just kill it before it does anything to you, then yeah. It's the guy who can't dodge Taboo's butterfly attack. Well, hey, that attack is not dodgeable. I need to go hide in a corner for that one. Maybe I thought he was a lot tougher than he actually was. I like how this gives me trouble, but not the guy that I was actually afraid of. Okay, there we go. But yeah, actually we probably could fight Girahim because this is the last room before Girahim. So you know what? You know what? You guys might get a wish. Girahim this stream, and probably we can probably do memes too. If the fight actually goes well, we should be able to do memes as well and everything done before the end. Because I don't think it's going to take us like 40 minutes to kill Girahim. Probably not. Probably not. Girahim does not take that long to kill. Okay, you're probably not supposed to hit it from there, but alright. Hey you, bozo. Didn't want to spoil it for Reezy, but that's what I was thinking. Is it time to troll? I think it might be time to troll. Alright, who wants to see me troll this guy? It's actually a little bit harder to hit him with this, but not much harder. I'm back, welcome back. Do it. I did. Okay. You got the beetle? I'm about to beat the dungeon. Deathless. Do it. Yeah, of course. Of course I would do it. That was a weird placement of question marks. Gahaha? He's unsure if he's supposed to laugh or not. Okay. Yeah, the rope bridges are awful. Dumb mechanic. Yeah, probably the worst mechanic in the game, to honest. They never really cooperate when you need them to. Type element, indeed. Alright. Okay, where is the... Okay, there we go. Alright. Whoa, okay. We might need to even ourselves along this. I feel like this was taken from Wind Waker, this swinging mechanic thing. Alright. Just go swing to the chest and then we're good. Alright. Okay. That's all been taken care of. I think it's time for the boss. What do you guys think? Actually made it across. Okay. Alright. Well. Alright. His attacks are kind of snappy, so this could be a little bit of trouble. This could be a little bit of a problem. I think it was time for the boss. I think you're right. The boss doesn't take that long. Alright, first boss. Time to ruin Pride Month for one man based. Should ruin it for all of them though. Why stop with one? Why stop with one? Ruin it for all the freaks. Uncle's on his way. Gotta manhandle him too. was doing that weird tongue thing. Okay. Okay, I didn't even think that was gonna hit, but alright. In fact, he's a demon? Yeah! This first part's really easy. The second part's what's scary. Oh dear. Because he starts charging at you, which is actually really scary. If you don't hit him on the right side, then you just... Whoa, that was not a good angle. Oh, that's not good. There we go. Okay. It's a fun fight. It's giving me a lot of trouble as a kid for some reason. Take it before it's even hit the ground. Alright. Alright, so that's one dungeon down with no deaths. No heals even need, like, no bottles needed for that. Even though I have bottles that are full, I didn't actually need them. Okay. Yeah, that was... I think the second boss could be a little troublesome. He's more annoying than anything. He's not hard, he's just annoying. Alright, so what do you say we go do some memes? And we got plenty of time to spare as well, so that's nice. So yeah, that actually did end up working out perfectly. It's Maki. Oh yeah. But not the one that hasn't shown up all stream. Not that one. Let me go connect this. Actually, no, let me not do that. It's not yet. Maybe after stream. Okay, let's go look at memes. What memes we got? I mean, there's not many people here to see them, but still, let's go look at the memes. All right. Okay, I like this. I like this. All right. 16 people. 16 people, and there's like 3 people talking. 17 people. Wow. Who's even here? Like, who's watching me and they're just not saying anything? Like, I figured that it was just earlier in the stream, people were just like, oh, there's just a bunch of people here watching. But no, like, it's... They've been here pretty much the entire stream. I don't know who they are. Let's go review this one first. Give me a sec. This is a very elongated meme. Okay. Lurkers. I just don't have... I have no idea who these lurkers are. Arise, Big 50. Arise, Big 50. It's like he made like some sort of clone or something like that. And he's Arise, Big 50. Alright, let's go look at the other one. This one I really like. 6 hearts and a fairy. He's like, oh no, what did I sign up for? Alright. 6 hearts and a fairy. Arizu was just like, what did I sign up for? You know what? Maybe I can make it so that fairies count as a loss. I can do that. Rizu. I can make so for those of you watching and aren't aware, so in the Discord server, Rizu proposed that if I can do this entire run deathless, then I get $50. But for every death I have, it's minus $5. So, you know, if I have 2 deaths, it's 40. If I have 5 deaths, that's, what, 25. So, yeah. Ideally, if I can win this deathless, I have more incentive to win it deathless. Reese's wallet's gonna hurt at the end of this. Skyward Sword potions are broken. Are they? I mean, I know you can go and improve potion stuff. I don't really do that. So the potions I get are just gonna be like basic red potions. But I think even basic red potions should do the trick if we need them. But yeah, so that's sort of how the rules work. I don't have to do the shieldless, but for right now I'm doing it shieldless because the early game shields kind of suck anyway. The early game shields just suck, so... If you somehow reach 0, you get a penalty. You haven't thought of one yet, though. I don't think I'll get to 0. I really doubt it. I think at max I'll have 2 deaths. At maximum, I think 2 deaths. I've never fought the final boss on hero mode, but I've gone through most of the game on hero mode. The only reason I've never gone further is just because I just lose interest. It's not because, oh, it's too hard now. It's not really that hard. Once you go like multi-use heal, full heal, yeah, that's kind of broken. I never do that though. Honestly, I think just a normal red potion, just a couple normal red potions should be fine. Honestly, yeah, I really doubt I will. I really doubt I will, Rizo. I really have high doubts that I will actually do that badly. I don't think even in normal playthroughs of this game I get even remotely close. If I die, it's usually against like Demise, the final boss. That's like once, maybe. So, yeah, I really doubt that it's going to happen. The more hearts I get, the less and less chances there are going to be for him to die. So now that I have 7 hearts, there's slightly lower chance that I'll die. Of course, once I have like 12 hearts or something, it's going to be even harder for me to die. So, yeah, I mean... it could happen, but I would not put the odds particularly high. I should just get a stamina potion or 2. I usually don't find myself needing that much stamina. This isn't Breath of the Wild. This isn't Breath of the Wild. This is my familiar territory. I know Skyward Sword pretty well. I don't really know Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom that well. And now that I actually have good controls, like at the beginning of the stream, I was like, oh dear, this could be bad because I don't have good controls. But now I have good controls, so, you know, it shouldn't be that easy for me to lose, because good controls mean it's a lot harder to die, because you're less likely to lose engagements. But, yeah. So that was alright. About running. Yeah, I mean, but again, I usually don't need that much stamina. Like, it usually doesn't matter that much. It's usually not that big of a deal. I did not think I would get the first dungeon done in the first stream, though. I thought I'd get to the first dungeon, I didn't think I'd beat it with time to spare, even after memes. You definitely need stamina, food, potions in the Breath of the Wild. You really do. The game is designed around you needing it. And Skyward Sword, it's more of like a, well, it's nice to have, but you don't need it. Like I said, Skyward Sword is just, you know, it's an optional thing. It helps, but you don't need it. Alright, seeing Kling. So yeah, tomorrow is going to be number 1 crown the whole time. Probably because Kamaru and Waleed were not really here. I'm surprised they weren't. I'm kind of surprised they weren't. But, yeah, there's a lot of people here that usually are in stream that just aren't today. I don't know. It's not too surprising. I don't know. Usually I have more people watching Zelda. We counting Silent Realm death? Does that really count? Because it's not a death. Silent Realms, you don't die in Silent Realms. You don't... Pretty much, I think the way you could define it is, do you die? Like, do you get a game over screen? You don't get a game over screen if you fail a Silent Realm. You don't get a game over. I think it should. I think the way we could decide it is, does it give you a game over? If it does, then yes. Then yes, it is. He's doing racism practice now. He's always doing racism practice. Even in his sleep, he's doing racism practice. He's doing it 24/7. It is like breathing to him. Well, yeah, I think if it gives you a game over, I think it's fair enough to consider as a subtraction. If it doesn't give you a game over, then it doesn't make sense to count it, I think. So this isn't a game over, I guess. Yeah, he said it's not. So, yeah, that is that. Like I said, tomorrow is going to be more Sacred Echoes with Belt. So, that is something I'm looking forward to. Because I think now we're going to get to the actual part of the game where things start to happen a bit. Because yesterday we were just trading up trainee units, and that was kind of boring. But now they're starting to come into their own, and that's really good. So, I'm interested in seeing how that's going to go. Be funny if you made my meme the thumbnail or something. It would be. It would be. It would be. Alright, see you, Mario. Yeah, I don't really have much else to say. I might as well just end it here. I think it only makes sense. I mean, there's nothing else to really say. We got through everything with way more time to spare than I thought I would. I did not think it would be this far away from the end time, but there's nothing else to do. I've gotten everything I need done. Things start to suck in Sacred Echoes. But didn't you play it on Lunatic? Didn't you play it on Lunatic, or... I don't know, because you said to not play it on Lunatic. There should be a limit on Silent Realm deaths, like 3 strikes thing. I don't know. Because the game doesn't really penalize you for losing. Though, I don't think I really lose that many times anyway, so... Or, like, the first Sacred Realm is really easy anyway. Or Silent Realm, or whatever it's called. Is Attention. I think normal, but a bit of Lunatic. Really? Normal gets that bad? Does it really get that bad? Like, what are we talking, like ambush spawns or something? Like, that's the only way I can really think it's that bad. Because so far it's been mostly designed around, you know, actual echoes, and that's not really that bad. Like, yeah, I could see that on Lunatic. Sure, I could see that on Lunatic. But I don't really see what they could really throw at us. I mean, yeah, the cave design was pretty bad, but it wasn't hard. It was just annoying. It was annoying, not hard. That's not what I meant to do. Let's put that away. Equip the shield and then unequip that. There we go. Unequip. There we go. But yeah, I don't know what he means. The map design gets kind of punishing and the stats aren't super nice. But do the enemies really have the highest stats either? I don't know. I guess I can see the map design being punishing, yeah. Because you did mention that one weird limit for the Delphia map, the sluice gate. That does sound dumb. Unless there's like something that actually makes sense revolving around that. 3 echoes, witches. Oh yeah, witches aren't gonna be fun. Witches suck. You know witches suck. I do not look forward to seeing witches. The witch boat map is funny. Witch boat map? There was a witch boat map? Or is there one in Sacred Echoes? Have you played it? Seems like it could be kind of annoying, but whatever. So do witches... I wonder if their AI is different in this. Like, does their warp AI work differently, or... Because it might be less erratic, which would be nice. If it's less erratic warp AI, that'd be great. That'd be really nice. That'd be quite nice if they were less erratic. Because that's what's so scary about witches, that they're really erratic. You can't really bait them, you can't... You know, they just kind of go for whatever. It's really random. There was so many times in that run, in my Iron Man, where I could have lost someone had the witches just been slightly smarter. Echo's map with 1 witch on the boat in Silica's right. Was there really? Oh yeah, I think there was 1, but I didn't think it had warp, so it wasn't really that scary. I think I know what you're talking about, though. I think that was in vanilla, yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe there might be something better, maybe there might be something worse, I don't know. Warp has limited range. For them? Or for both? I don't know. I mean, if it has limited range, that may nullify somewhat of their threat. Somewhat of their scariness of them might be nullified a bit if they just can't warp everywhere. That would probably help. That'd probably help if they just didn't have infinite warp range. Because then there's only certain places that can threaten you. So you could only place... So you could just place guys that you're a lot more certain can survive an attack. The soldiers who died after being summoned 3 turns, yeah, true. They did know how to carry, they really did. I know there was at least 1 instance where they saved one of my guys. I know for a fact there was at least 1 instance of that. I think it was in one of the swamp maps, that if it weren't for this one guy just dodging or something weird like that, then someone would have died. So I know that was definitely lucky. I know for a fact that that was lucky. Anyway, I guess we can carry on this conversation tomorrow, since that's where we're actually playing the game. Anyway, saved you like 5 minutes. Yeah, I probably did. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. We'll do more of this on Saturday.